Hey Siri, when is WWDC?
The Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, will be held June 13th through June 17th in San Francisco.
Awesome. Guys, we are one step closer to iOS 10 and hopefully finally something changes. Anyways guys, in this video, I want to convince you guys not to buy the iPhone 7. Wait for the iPhone 7s in 2017, and here are 7 good reasons why you should do that. Now I know Apple hasn't even officially come out with the iPhone 7, but Ming-Chi Kao, one of the most reliable Apple analysts, has given us so much information about the 2017 iPhone. It makes the iPhone 7 in 2016 look a little bit disappointing. So in this video, here are 7 reasons why you shouldn't buy the iPhone 7 and wait for the iPhone 7s in 2017. Number 1. Probably the only one required out of this list of 7 that'll keep anyone from buying the iPhone 7 is that the design will mostly stay the same. It's a little bit disappointing when we have the same design for so many generations and Apple just refuses to, completely change things up. Even if changing things up doesn't necessarily make the phone better, it's nice for a change to have something different, something new. All these competitors are trying so many different things and Apple just isn't changing much with the iPhone 7. On the other hand, in a rumor just published yesterday by KGI, he says the 2017 iPhone will feature an all-new design with glass on the back and front of the phone. So that means we're going back to the good old days of the iPhone 4 and 4S and featuring a glass design, something very similar to Galaxy. And Apple's reasoning for that is basically to level the playing field. Galaxy, all these competitors that are coming out with beautiful phones shaped in glass, and Apple is a step behind in their material design. It's about time Apple steps things up and returns to the good old days of glass on the front and back of the phone. Now, if you're worried about durability, analysts have been. Ming-Chi Kao actually addressed this by basically saying that the weight of the phone will pretty much be the same, and that negates any issues with durability. A heavier phone with glass on the front and back usually means less durability, but Apple will reach an equilibrium by actually reducing the panel of the iPhone. I'll get to that in a second. The thinness, they could actually keep the weight the same and thus not making it any more or less durable. And I want you to hear it from Ming-Chi Kao himself, so here is the quote when actually publishing this report. If iPhone 7 still uses an aluminum casing in 2016, it will be the 5th year in a row that iPhone has done so, which means there's no longer a feeling of freshness to appeal to consumers. Also, a lot of Apple's US competitors are also adopting aluminum casings, which means iPhone no longer has a clear edge due to a lack of differentiation. On expectations that iPhone shipments will decline in 2016, we believe Apple will be more strongly motivated to use non-aluminum casings in 2017 in a bid to enhance the new competitiveness of iPhone by offering an all-new form factor design. So he believes the design will completely change thanks to these new materials, and I'm so excited for that. It would really be a shame to buy an iPhone 7 and have the whole thing be completely new the next year. Now this begs a question. What is Apple doing with their lineup? Are they going to be dropping the S upgrades? Are they going to be shifting just to a number upgrade every single year? It seems so because it's about the 10th anniversary of the iPhone next year. Not the 10th iPhone. The 10th iPhone will be the iPhone 7, but the 10-year anniversary will be next year, and it's likely Apple could drop the S cycle upgrade in favor of just number upgrades every single year, allowing them to explore new designs as necessary. So they're not just going to stick with the same design 2 years in a row and then add an S badge next year. So just a thought. 2, this thing will feature an OLED panel. Not only will this thing feature an all-new design, it'll have much better screen technology. And I think it would be a huge shame to upgrade and then be stuck with old generation LCD when OLED is all the rage, which it is on Android phones now, but Apple hasn't gotten it yet. In my last video, I talked about it. It's likely coming in 2017 as Apple has just signed a contract with Samsung for 100 million units of their OLED panels to be used for 3 years in a row. That's very good news for iPhone. Unfortunately, it won't be happening until the 7S or whatever it'll be called in 2017. And if you're wondering about the benefits of OLED, I have a video explaining that. There are just too many to list. It really is the next step for display. It would allow for a thinner phone plus so many benefits, but you definitely want an OLED display on your iPhone. 3, Ming-Chi Kao believes that in 2017, Apple will release the very first wraparound curved edge display on an iPhone. Now this new technology, a curved iPhone, where have we seen that before? Samsung, of course, but it would actually be a little bit different. So it would allow for a 5.8-inch display. It wouldn't grow in height, it would grow in width, of course, with a curved display. As detailed in a patent, it would actually allow for more usefulness than just an edge display for apps and contacts like currently available on the Galaxy. It would actually allow for buttons to be used on the side of the phone to replace volume buttons, possibly even the shutter button on the iPhone. So a wraparound 5.8-inch iPhone will be available in 2017. This will most likely be the Plus or Pro model, not available in the smaller iPhone 7s, but you'd be missing out on that option if you went with the iPhone this year instead of waiting just a year and a half until the next one. And that ties in with my next point, which is bezels. I absolutely hate the thick bezels on the iPhone right now. It seems like every other phone on the market now has slimmer bezels than Apple. I mean, those things just stretch miles, but really, I love the look of a sleek, thin bezel, and the iPhone that's currently going to happen in 2016, the iPhone 7, isn't likely to change or diverge much from the current bezel setup on the iPhone, as the design will most likely stay the same. That'll completely be different next year. If you hate bezels, definitely wait. And because the iPhone is shifting to a glass design on the rear in 2017, that means that there will no longer be an issue with power transmission through a metal shell. What I mean by that is wireless charging could finally make its way over to the iPhone. So Ming-Chi Kao is basically saying that because of the new design, Apple will make wireless charging standard in the 2017 iPhone. This is the quote as by him. We expect the 2017 new iPhone model to adopt a structural design similar to that of the iPhone 4 4S, meaning it will be equipped with glass on both the front and back sides, and a metal frame surrounded the edges. So very similar to the Galaxy from a description. The difference is that the new model will likely come with a curved screen and curved glass casing, with other important features including a 5.8-inch AMOLED display, wireless charging, and this actually ties in with my next point, and more biometric recognitions, facial or iris. So that means that the new iPhone in 2017 could have a facial recognition or even iris scanner. That's actually rumored to be a new feature of the Galaxy Note 6, and we might see it on the next iPhone, of course, in a year and a half. But still, that's pretty impressive. Now, this would actually come by way of the front-facing camera. It would be upgraded, of course, and Apple has a patent for a 3D modeling, to make a 3D model of your face from the camera and be able to unlock your iPhone using that method. Of course, if fingerprint sensor is just too outdated for you, that's probably the next way to go. It's not a very big feature, but you would be missing out on it if you went with the iPhone this year. And my last point is the dual lens camera. If you're looking to get the iPhone 7 Plus or Pro, whatever it'll be called, the larger 5.5-inch version this year, you'll likely be getting that new dual lens camera. But because it's a first year for a new technology, you're likely to encounter teething problems. So things that just come with new technologies, they haven't been fully figured out, so it's very likely that they will have some issues. Ming-Chi Kao himself says, top hardware upgrade is a dual camera 5.5-inch model only, though many competing models with dual camera will launch soon. So that's competitors, they're all going to catch up to Apple and have dual lens sensors. Also, joining others already on the market, first impressions could underwhelm. So what he's saying is, because it is a new technology, it's likely that the expectations which are set here won't be met by this dual lens setup, just because it's such a new technology. So if cameras are a big issue for you, I would probably wait until this technology evolves into second generation. Apple is likely to improve it a lot in 2017. You're adopting something new that hasn't fully evolved yet. But guys, there you go. So the iPhone in 2017 is looking to really make the iPhone in 2016 look bad. And based on these rumors alone, I would totally wait. That's your hard-earned money. You're just going to feel buyer's remorse when you get this iPhone next year one comes out that's completely new in every way. That's all I'm trying to say. If you upgrade iPhones every year, who cares, really? But if you make an upgrade every few years, it'd probably be better to wait 1.5 years until the new iPhone 7s or whatever it will be called. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Just hope I informed you and kept you from a little buyer's remorse in the future. Have a great day. Be sure to check out the other iPhone 7 videos, and I will have an iOS 10 and Worldwide Developers Conference video for you soon, just as soon as it's out in 55 days now. Peace.